has 4 firefighters, and most cities don't respond with 2 paramedics to the scene. Now, here's another question I always get. Why, when somebody has a heart attack, do you send a fire engine, and why do you need all those guys? Well, when you go to the emergency room, think of the doctor shows on TV. Is the doctor there by himself? No. Is it a doctor with 1 nurse? No. Are there 3 or 4 people, 5 people, 6 people working? Yes. Every single person here is going to be busy. It takes 2 people just to do CPR. Here's a paramedic with the EKG monitor so they can shock his heart. What they do is they bring the emergency room to your living room. Our job is to start the advanced life-saving on scene. We bring the ER to your home, and then we stay with you all the way to the doctor. So, we've got somebody patching him up. We're going to intubate. We're going to put a breathing tube right down his throat so we can get air directly into his lungs. Now, how about this? Looks pretty easy here. Now let's figure we're doing it on the side of the freeway. 3 a.m., pouring rain. You think you can do that with 2 guys or 3 guys? Not going to happen. Now picture this. 3rd floor apartment building, no elevator. We're going to have to carry them down. That's why we need the manpower. That's why we need the manpower. Without it, we can't be as effective. So here they are. They're doing all the advanced life-saving stuff. They're cutting his shirt off. They're shocking. That's the exact same machine they use in the emergency room. Well, not that one right there because it's on that fire engine. But the exact same model, the exact same machine does the exact same thing. So the same thing the emergency room doctors and nurses do, we do right here out in the field. So, they've started an IV. There's the IV, firefighter Grayston there. He's been with the department 27 years. They can give him drugs, they can give him epinephrine, lidocaine, everything they can give in the ER. And it looks like, oh, they've got the intubation tube down, they're breathing for him. And then what happens? We stabilize him, we get him going, and then a private ambulance shows up. In Ontario, we run with AMR Ambulance Company. They roll in, we'll load the patient, and then our paramedics will get in the back of the ambulance and go right to the emergency room. So we're going to show up. We're going to start advanced life-saving care. Then we're going to stay with the continuum of care all the way to the emergency room physician. So we're going to start with you, and we're going to end with you. We're going to hand off, not until we get to the hospital. So, you notice, they've never stopped care. Here's the other thing that never happens. It's not like the TV shows. They're not running around screaming. They're not all panicked. They've done this 100 times. You know, TV, it's real dramatic. If it looked like everybody was running around in a panic, that would mean they didn't know what they were doing. It's very calm. It's very precise. It practices over and over and over. Everybody knows their job. He's doing compressions. He's checking the monitor. The other paramedic got the breathing tube. The other guy gave the drugs. It's just like clockwork, over and over and over. Okay, they're going to put him on a backboard. They're going to get him on the gurney. You'll notice they keep the life-saving care going the entire time. On this crew, like I say, every crew has 2 paramedics. On this crew, it happens to be the captain, which is Captain Shropshire, and the engineer, which is Engineer Holdcamp. On some of our fire engines, it's the firemen that are paramedics. It can be any 2 people on any fire apparatus, but all the fire engines have 2 paramedics. You see, they can ride right in on the gurney. We keep the compressions going. They keep the compressions going. He's hooked up to the monitor. They'll load him in. And then we'll have our paramedics jump in the back of the ambulance, and he's going to ride all the way into the hospital with the patient. This this fire engine, this is Medic Engine 136. They're right down here on Philadelphia. We have 8 fire engines in the city of Ontario. We have 2 truck companies. Truck company, for those of you that don't know, are the ones with the giant ladders on top. Fire engine is the one that has hose, water, a pump, and carries our medical gear. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for Medic Engine 136. It's an on-duty fire engine. If they've got the call right now, they would have responded. Our American Medical Response Ambulance. So that's what happens when you call 911. I'd like to encourage everyone to enjoy the rest of the day. We have another demo. Let me tell you, I've got the schedule right here. I think I can memorize it by now. We're going to be doing an extrication demo, which means we're going to take that car right there, and we're going to cut it up into little pieces. We're going to do that at about 11 o'clock or so. So please take a station tour. If you've ever been in a real fire station, you can get a tour. We have safety videos in this building. If the kids want to squirt a real fire hose off a real fire engine, walk down to that end of the yard. We're going to be selling food over here, which benefits our Explorers program. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you very much, and we'll have our next demo in about 45 minutes.